the University of New Haven. Tonight's matchup is a Northern Illinois Conference matchup featuring Osners FC and New Haven United FC. Let's meet this evening's starting lineups for both teams. First, for visiting Osners FC. In goal, wearing 31, Kai Odagiri. In the field, wearing number 3, Mason Como. Number 6, Jomer Marcelli. Number 12, Serge Lucien. Number 12, Silnek Pierre. Number 15, Theo Sutton. Number 19, Tolbert Owusu. Number 24, Tyler Swaby. Number 29, Gustav Kruger. Number 44, Stephen Antoine. And number 77, Yusei Suzaki. And now the starting lineup for New Haven United FC. In goal wearing number 1, Chris Rodriguez. In the field, wearing number 5, Ulysses Hendricks. Number 6, Parker Mossig. Number 9, Ali Talale. Number 10, Gigi Mera. Number 11, Preston Alessio. Number 18, Yusuf Mohammed. Number 20, Holly Sands. Number 23, Anesio Caporari. Number 25, Agnaldo Giordano. And number 27 is Jack Laura. Fans, this evening, New Haven United FC are wearing our family United shirts, which are worn this evening in support of our coach, Kuno Tony, who recently lost a beloved family member back home in Argentina. From all of us here at New Haven United, we extend our deepest condolences to Facundo and his family during this difficult time. Facundo is more than a coach, he is family. As a club, we stand together in support, keeping him and his loved ones in our thoughts and our prayers. Today, we wear these shirts as a symbol of unity, respect, and solidarity from all of us at New Haven United. We are with you, Papa. Fans, we ask you now, if you're able, please rise and kindly remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting NPSL and local soccer on this beautiful Saturday evening here in Elm City. We hope you enjoy this evening's match.
And with that, we say hello, everybody. A pleasant good evening. You're watching the New Haven United FC YouTube page here for some NPSL regular season action, as the last time that we came to you just a couple of days ago here from Cathy Zolad Stadium on the campus of the University of New Haven. It was a friendly matchup between two teams that featured off 4 times in NPSL action from one season ago. It was New Haven United playing Hartford City FC in a friendly match with the assistance and the partnership with United Way in the greater New Haven area. It was a 2-2 result that evening. New Haven coming from behind in what was a bit of a mixed squad for head coach Clydis Capillari. But now this evening, back to league play after a 6-point week last week, with New Haven knocking off Santa Cruz by 2-1, and then going to AC Newport, one of the new teams in NPSL, and coming away with a 4-1 decision. I'm JJ Duke. Thanks for spending your Saturday evening with us at what we can only classify as an absolutely gorgeous night for the beautiful game here in New Haven. This is a return of a home-and-home from earlier on this season between New Haven United and Osners FC, the team that finished 4th in the NPSL North Atlantic Conference last year and took Hartford City, who were then in the league, all the way to penalties, but dropping that one. Osners very much a new-look squad for this season. They do have teams that play in a couple of different lower levels of American men's soccer, but this season they got off to a bit of a slow start, losing their first 5, albeit all of them were close games. Outside of just a 5-1 loss against New York Shockers, it was all 1 or 2 goal decisions, but they picked up their first point of the season against American Soccer Club New York, a goalless draw in that game. This is a team that is not quite out of postseason contention, but they need to run the table and get help from elsewhere, as both teams going through their final pregame preparations. Osners already onto the field. Those beautiful white and pink jerseys that they've got going on. They'll be attacking from left to right on your screen. Meanwhile, for New Haven United, they're in the red jerseys with the blue shorts and the red socks. And their goalkeeper, well, he got the memo. Like the opponents, Osner have the pink on the jerseys. Christian Rodriguez is going with the pink kit as well. We'll bring you the starters once we get things underway. We know this for certain, however. A win tonight for New Haven can qualify them for the North Atlantic Conference playoffs. A win plus help elsewhere, they can guarantee themselves a top 2 place, which will set up a very tasty tie next weekend up in the capital region of New York State against the New York Shockers, which will pretty much determine who will be hosting that conference final. New Haven going through their final pre-match talks. Is wearing the armband tonight is Ali Taleb, the forward who applies his trade right here at the University of New Haven, or will do so. Playing previously at Northern Kentucky, but it looks like we are just about ready to go here. So referee peers across. We did check that there's no holes in the nets. Well, there's plenty of them, but not ones that certainly hurt this game. Well, I needed to check up here saying I'm good. I've been good for the last 5 minutes. Here we go. It'll be Osners to get us underway. Also, what is interesting to watch here at Cathy Zolad Stadium, New Haven attacking to the end where the goalkeeper, Kai Odagiri, has his sun splashed right in his face, and pretty much that will be the case through the entirety of this first half as that goes straight into touch. Here are the team news for both sets of teams. Christian Rodriguez, once again, is in goal. Then numerically in the field for New Haven, it is Ulysses Hendricks wearing 5, Parker Vosic in the middle wearing 6. Ali Taleb will lead the line up front. He wears the number 9. Di Mera is out on the right. He wears 10. Preston Alessio wears 11. Yusuf Muhammad on this near left channel wears 18. Malik Sams partnering Jack Laura at center back. He wears 20. Laura 27. Venecio Capillari 23, and Agnaldo Germano wears the number 25 jersey. Here is Vosic, who's been pretty steady over the course of this 2026 season. Pretty much there or thereabout in every match over the course of this season is Parker. Now started all 7 games. Capillari will drop the shoulder and turn. It looks like New Haven still trying to figure out exactly the right spacing here because you've got Bosic dropping in the hole. Now Germano will go out wide with Malik Sams. Slack pass and it's taken away. A chance out for the visitors to break through Theo Sutton, who wears the number 15 jersey. That is Yusei Suzaki hitting a ball into the channel, looking for Tolbert Owusu, but it goes out into touch. You're going to see names on the back of the jerseys that's saying, well, that doesn't quite make sense, but a couple of guys swapping jerseys with other players. So you see a number 19 that has Dembele on the name of it, and it's not quite him out there because this is a rather large roster that Osner has, and they play in multiple competitions. As in fact, right now they have a UPSL conference semifinal going on simultaneous with this match. As we're going to have a long throw here right over by the corner flag. So Osners are going to load the box. It's not a bad throw as well, getting a lot of purchase behind it, but Germano able to clear. This pops out to Tyler Swaby, and he'll go back. Let's give you the rest of the starters for Osners FC. In goal is Kai Odagiri wearing that yellow jersey. Mason Colo wears 3. 6 is Jolner Marceline. Serge Lucien, one of a handful of returners to the squad, wears 10, but he gets tackled off the ball by Ali Taleb. Chance now for the big switch, but that is hit behind Preston Alessio, and there is Owusu trying to play it into the channel, but good recovery by Yusuf Mohammed, seeing that to touch. Sil McPeer wears 12, Theo Sutton 15. 24 Swaby, as I mentioned, Owusu wears 19. Stevens Antoine wears 44. Yusei Suzaki wears 77. And Gustav Kruger wears the number 29 jersey. He is leading the line. The former McKendree University product out of Division II is Kruger. And now Rodriguez in goal, the future UVN Catamount. The last time we saw him against Santa Cruz at home a week ago from Wednesday, he came up with a half dozen absolutely outstanding saves. And he was a main reason why New Haven were able to see through all 3 points. As here is Preston Alessio. Ball into the channel for Yusuf Mohammed. Will he be able to reach it? He cannot, and takes a nasty fall into the rocks. That's really just unlucky there for Yusuf, as he was able to recover just over by the end line, but kind of stumbled right when he got there. Unfortunate for him, he's okay. Actually, if we go back to the Wednesday match, we had a bit of a situation in the 75th minute where a Hartford City player was shielded over by that same area and took a rather awkward fall into the rocks. And then he didn't really like the way that Jason Price, the midfielder for New Haven, in that situation defended, albeit very cleanly, I should add. And then there was a bit of afters in a couple of sequences after that. But nonetheless, it is a very tight quarters in some certain areas here at the University of New Haven's Kathy Zolad Stadium. Comes now to Stevens Antoine. We'll go back home with Odagiri. Had a couple of stops at junior college in his career. Odagiri more recently at Otero College in Colorado. Taleb, good work to force the issue from Mason Colo. And New Haven force it in a good area, but pass not equally as good as the pressing, and Swaby will go back home with Odagiri. The Osner's team, who's in their second season in NPSL, this is an organization that is built to be a big beacon to the Haitian community in the New York area, especially in the likes of Brooklyn and Queens. Queens, where this team plays their home matches this season. A team that went 3-5-2 in league play, as that was a late one, but Mohammed's able to get into the box, and the referee, boy, spots offside. And the New Haven United bench are not exactly happy about that decision there. And surely you go back to the original foul, but the referee says no, plays the advantage, and it's an offside. And now we need a new ball onto the field, but it seems like that one has gone flat. I like that idea, though, of playing through the channels here on this near side, and Mohammed just a little bit unlucky not to time his run. last year going 3-5-2. It was the road team that won the matchup between these two squads last year. New Haven on the road, that game being played at Belson Stadium on the campus of St. John's, in the first ever game for New Haven United, winning by 4-1. And then when Osners came here, Osners were the team that put up 4, but it was Mishneder Sherry on the night. As that one just goes wide, it's Guimera getting into the place that he loves to get to so often. Inverting, getting onto the left, and whistling that shot just wide. I'll tell you, that was not all that far off from finding the corner. But yeah, on that night, the former Oakland Roots, as well as Haitian Youth International, and spending a couple of years playing at Vietnam, it was Mishneder Sherry going off for 4 goals that night. And that was the game that really got Osners into the postseason. But it was also a bit of a wake-up call for New Haven, because then they went on their own personal run that saw them, of course, win the North Atlantic Conference tournament title, the postseason title, as Mero once again dancing his way through a couple of defenders, trying to slot that in for Taleb. The Osners are able to scramble it away with Marceline and now Colo, but he gets his clearance all wrong. This Osners team, they are living on the edge of the sword here inside of 8 minutes. It's a couple of times that they've nearly seen possession and building out of the back go awry. Great work by Sildnik Pierre to recover that. Now the reset coming from the visitors. So when I speak about this Osners team being a group that's a beacon of the Haitian population in the greater New York City area, as a foul gets called on Alessio, there's a number of players that have played for this team both last year and this year that have participated in CONCACAF Champions Cup for a handful of teams, whether that's Violet AC or Real Hope. One of those being Sherry a few years ago. He goes and bags 4 goals in that competition and immediately gets signed. But for a number of players playing previously down in Haiti, now coming up here to America to play in NPSL and UPSL. I'd be remiss if I didn't say it was a whole lot of fun watching Haiti in the World Cup over these past couple of matches. Sure, already eliminated from the competition, but you can appreciate a team that just did not sit back, bunker in, and try to see if you can hit on the break. They try to play their style, and that's something that really should be applauded. And sure, they're not going to advance past the group stage, but they've done their country so proud, even with one more match to go. As that ball into the channel, Taleb, though, not able to reach it, and it's out for a goal kick. 10th minute of action here. Again, what is turning out to be a rather interesting evening here in the NPSL North Atlantic Conference. Every match has some sort of importance in terms of whether you want to stay in the race for a postseason berth, whether you want to, in this case, either New Haven or New York Shockers, clinch a 1 or a 2 spot, or to try and stay within touching distance of that main pack. Because you've got New Haven and New York right now pretty much neck and neck, though with New York Shockers loss at home to AC Newport by 4-3 on Wednesday. New Haven on points per game go ahead of the Shockers. New Haven, though, do control, quote-unquote, their own destiny. Is new balls, please. That goes over the fence. The Shockers have by far and away one of the best offenses in the entirety of NPSL, scoring 27 goals across 8 matches. But the 2 that have gone wrong on defensive purposes have been their 2 losses, giving up 4 to both AC Newport as well as New Haven earlier on the season. This cross hit towards Alessio. It was a good first touch from him, but defended well. Preston still on, still Alessio, but a block from Myson Colo. Still Alessio goes, dinking it in over the head of Taleb, and eventually scrambled away. New Haven, a couple of screams for a handball, but only just a couple. But immediately, New Haven back in possession here with Vasic. It's asking a lot of Alessio. A strong tackle from Tolbert Owusu. It's going to be a corner to come. But then, yeah, you have AFC and Y and Santa Cruz each on 9 points. AC Newport on 4, but Newport have a number of matches in hand on everybody, including they and Osners have to play each other home and away, as they had a match rearranged earlier this season. Santa Cruz takes on Newport, and then New York Shockers takes on American Soccer Club. We're probably feeling a little bit hard done after their 0-0 against Osners in the midweek. But on their day, ASCNY have been a team that can take points off of the top teams. And there's no way that ball is ever set. The referee says, no, you actually have to put it down, and everyone's got to be out of the box. There's Osners. You hear their coach telling them to get on with it. But for me personally, they've been trying to build out of the back the entirety of the first 12 minutes, and New Haven have been happy to press. They've had a lot of success early on in winning the ball in good areas. Colo stepping through. Suzaki now in the midfield. It's a big switch to this near side. It looks for Owusu, but he's able to get there. Theo Sutton, though, tackled off the ball by Hendricks. But this is a chance here, and it had to be a well-timed tackle from Agnaldo Germano. Otherwise, that was a real good opportunity for the visitors. And Mohammed, the referee's got to bring that back, and that's going to be a foul on Silnick Pierre. And in fact, it is going to be a yellow card. So Silnick Pierre will go into the book in the 13th minute for a late tackle. And that was right in front of the referee, and certainly did not hesitate on that.
The referee has issued a yellow card in the 15th minute to Osners FC's number 12, Silnick Pierre.
And despite the protests from the Osners bench, there's one of those where it was a hearty challenge, but a late challenge nonetheless on Muhammad. It'll be a throw for New Haven on the far side. Mara, as he so often does, losing a couple of defenders, but this time tackled off by Swaby. Now Kruger and Theo Sutton. But well read by Parker Bostic, and he's got numbers. Alessio is with him, and he goes that way. It's Alessio. What a save! Odaguirre with a strong hand to fight that one off, as Preston had more than enough time to get a good look, which he did, but the keeper coming up with the goods. However, it stays on here for New Haven. Here's Taleb. Switches across to Mera. Shot blocked straight up. The move may still be on, though, as Hendricks, good strength to fight the man off. Preston now a chance to reload. Little 1-2. It's Alessio, but a timely tackle from Myson Colo. It's another corner to come here. What you can say for Osners, they are heroic and brave within their defending. They're not afraid to leave their feet, put their bodies on the line. But what a save by Odaguirre in goal. A strong hand. And just does enough to thwart the chance from Preston Alessio. Alessio, who got off the mark in the last home match against Santa Cruz, is that back post header taken comfortably by Kai. That's already now 3 saves for him in the first quarter hour. Serge Lucien now with Suzaki. That's not going to stay on. It'll be a throw for New Haven. A little wasteful in that sequence there from the visitors as this ball is pinged to the near side. And even with Owusu just having his feet on the sideline, not nearly enough room for him to take that down. It'll be a free kick for Ulysses Hendricks. Hendricks in his first season with the organization. Native of Antwerp, Belgium, who's part of the East Tennessee State setup down in the SoCon. First all-freshman team selection a couple of years ago. It's a good run into the channel for Capillari, but a strong tackle from Myson Colo, showing his veteran experience. Even then, he gets rugby tackled over by Capillari, who's not really happy about the little afters. But Colo just tough in defense. Player who has, as I mentioned, that Champions Cup and Caribbean Cup experience with Real Hope FA out of Haiti. We've certainly seen some of the best that this region has had to offer over the years. Capillari is just another man that he's seen before and will try to do his best to defend it, and he's done that. It'll be a throw for Osners. Still yet to test Christian Rodriguez in goal. That ball takes a bit of a fortunate turn towards Lucien, but a strong tackle from Alessio, and the Yukon Husky will attack forward. That's a late one there from Lucien. The referee says enough of the ball. Still Preston. The referee tried to see an advantage. There was none, and a free kick. And this is one of those situations I was speaking about. You can already even see the goalkeeper shading the eyes. The sun is pretty much right in his face. It's one of those that you can do a number of things here. You can whip it to the back post. You try to catch him near post. No matter what, you have to put something behind it with pace. Even one that's hit below the wall, like in terms of the height, and just whip it around, it's almost impossible for the keeper to see it. It's going to be Alessio with Capillari standing nearby just in case. That is Inesio who plays it in. That's deflected by Mera and then knocked behind for another corner. It's one off the training ground for New Haven United. Like I said, pretty much anything that was played towards the keeper, there's no chance he's going to be seeing it, but the one on the floor, you might have a chance at picking it up. So Vasic will trot over to this near side to sling it in. Again, you see the keeper still shielding the eyes. Into the back post, Odagiri gets a hand to it. That's enough to pull it away. He's done his part, Kai Odagiri, thus far in the match. A couple of years ago when he was at Phoenix College in Arizona, another JUCO school, sub-1 goals against. So he's someone that has experience. And the beauty of the sport in this country at the collegiate level is it does not matter where you come from. If you're good enough, you're going to be found. Kai, who is by way of Kanagawa, Japan, will start the attack, but again, it's rather wasteful from Osners. It has to be said. They continue to try and build from the back. They usually talk about touches in the opponent's box. Well, touches in the opponent's half right now for Osners. It has to be counted on one hand. Still the important case today for Osners is points on the board here. As Taleb will switch it across. Matera in space. Guy onto the right. He shoots, and it's knocked in by Taleb. It was a beautiful switch out wide. Guimera put it across, and it's a simple tap-in goal for Ali Taleb, and New Haven lead here in the 20th minute.
New Haven United FC goal scored in the 20th minute by number 9, Ali Taleb. The assist to number 10, Guimera.
Also for Taleb, now his second of the season. Ali scoring in a 3-0 victory back at the end of May over American Soccer Club of New York. And for Mera, yet another goal contribution for him. He's already had 4 goals on the season. You pick up an assist. And it's interesting when you talk about this sport and where, you know, if you're going to have success, how do you get it offensively in such a short, condensed season? It's a 10-game regular season, so if you're going to have a forward that's going to be prolific and one that can really lead the line, you need 7 goal contributions over the course of a regular season. So with Matter already on the 4 goals, and I have to imagine a couple of assists already, he's pretty much matched that and gotten exactly what you need. When you look at this New Haven team from last year, well, actually more on that in a second, is Mero once again has gotten himself in a great position out wide. Guy cuts it across. The shot goes right at the keeper. So last year for New Haven, a team that the second highest scoring team in the conference during the regular season with 21 goals, but they got 14 different players to score goals, which is one of the highest marks in the entirety of NPSL. And you had Mera, who had 4 goals last year, also a plethora of assists. Dren De Bruyne had 3 goals and a couple of assists, albeit De Bruyne didn't play nearly every match last season. Of course, Dren now plying his trade in MLS Next Pro with Austin. Dren did play 9 matches over the course of the season. And De Bruyne also had a goal in the North Atlantic Conference semifinals against New York Shockers. So yeah, if you can have one player get up to those 7 goal contributions in the 10 matches, you're looking good, and then just consistent scoring from elsewhere is great. As this is a foul and a late one on Ulysses Hendricks, and he will go into the book. So both teams with a player on a yellow card inside the first half of this first half.
The referee has issued a yellow card in the 22nd minute to New Haven United FC's number 5, Ulysses Hendricks.
Really the first time now for Osners FC where they're able to get players forward into the box. And on the road, wisely, just get everybody forward and flip it in. It's a good flick on as well from Theo Sutton, and it goes off the New Haven defender. Yeah, that's a good clip from Mason Colo. And he'll just trot forward as Serge Lucien, or as he's listed on the squatty page, Serge Anthony Lucien, who also played for Real Hope FA as well as his time with the Haitian youth national team. Another set piece and a chance to level things here. It's not a bad area as well, and the header just goes wide. It was a bit of a glancing header. New Haven are claiming that it's a goal kick, and they're going to get it. There was a late run into the box, I believe, from Tolbert Owusu. Yeah, it was Owusu. He just didn't nearly get the right connection on it. Alessio. Now Jack Laura. Gossage once again. Continually showing out year in, year out in NPSL. That's a great distribution from Rodriguez. And Mera now a chance to attack. Mera took it early, and you can see the reaction from him. He knew he got it wrong. It's the one that he got himself into a great space, and what a ball, by the way, from Christian Rodriguez. Put that on a dime, and that's really where this attack began. And that's where Mera's game comes in. He just loves to get it out wide, and that left-footed on the right side, just cut in and attack. It's kind of like a triple threat in basketball context where you're either going to shoot, pass, or dribble, but always put the defender in all sorts of trouble. As Kruger able to hold up with Suzaki, and now Lucien. Oh, and Hendricks didn't like that decision. And now Hendricks has got to be careful there because the referee has already booked him first off and then just gave him a pretty stern talking to after the fact. That was more for the yell afterwards. Now I can hear other thoughts from Claudice Capillari, the head coach, saying the team's not even organized right now. Get things settled. But for Hendricks, who plays as that holding midfielder, the last thing you want is to lose him with the second yellow card. And at this point of the season, losing players can become crucial. Only a couple of matches ago as a flick on header towards Kruger, and a good decision by Rodriguez to punch. He looks for a foul. It's not going to be taken. It's a corner instead. But Christian knew that he was not going to get there in time. As you'll see, he just does ever so well to punch that clear. No real chance for him to take that off a catch. He was hoping the whistle would come, but fair play to the referee, saying both players went for the ball. So a corner to come now. It was a good late run from Owusu in the last set piece. Instead it goes short. The drive by Pierre is blocked down. Good header away from Marin. A chance now for New Haven to counter. Muhammad into space. That's for Malik Sams. Well off of his line is Oda Giri. That's 2 defenders forward on that counter. Now Sams has got to make up space. I don't know if he knew much about it, but Guimero with a lovely cushion header ahead, and that started that break. For a second with Muhammad taking a bit of a heavy touch, that chance would have been cut out, but did well to recover. Yusuf, a player who's in his 2nd season with this organization, a native of Ghana, played 18 matches at Southern Connecticut State last year, and that's the beauty of this New Haven United team. So many quality players to choose from in this area between the Division I, II, and III universities. You do not have to go far to get good talent to stay home during the summer. That ball tackled away by Malik Sams. He overdid it ever so much. Recovered by Swaby. Now Osners can break. 28th minute. New Haven United taking the lead in the 20th minute from Ali Taleb, the 2nd of the season. Guimero getting wide and line, cut it across, and it was a simple tap-in for Ali. 2nd goal of the year. Alessio unlucky to not keep that on. Out for a throw. Taken quickly as Silnick Pierre will go. It's a good area to clip it into. A good recovery by Agnaldo Germano. Germano, who will be moving to FAU, Florida Atlantic University, in the fall after standing out for Post last fall. Part of the first team All-CACC and an All-Region selection by the United Soccer coaches. But he's been pretty much ever present for this team since day .1. In fact, for Agnaldo, this is now the 17th game that he has played in official competition, whether starting or coming off the bench. Alessio, well-weighted ball ahead to Yusuf Muhammad. He's got 2 to aim for. Said it cuts it back, and that one punched over the bar. And in fact, actually, it stays on for Odaguirre. Oh, great decision from Yusuf Muhammad as Capillari made that delayed run into the box. And I'll tell you that much, I thought for a second he was going to slot it across and look for Ali Taleb, but turns out to be the right decision. Foul on Mera. Or whistle, I should say, on Mera, but again, really well worked. Alessio and Muhammad linking up. Good win from Germano. Mason Colo now. Read well by Sams. Malik, though, not able to keep it on with the Colgate defenders. Had a very good start in this match. Logging almost 1,400 minutes for the Raiders last year. Again, new balls as that one gets knocked into the parking lot. A real big drop-off down there. Which is why the fence is rather tight to the field here at Cathy's Olad Stadium. I did notice, by the way, a couple of New Haven players a few minutes ago were taking a little bit of a jog, with Hendricks picking up that yellow card early. They seem to have settled back into this match. Good tackle from Vosic. Still Parker goes on. He's got Preston Alessio with him. Vosic needing some sort of help, but he's able to skip past Suzaki. Not once, but twice, and that's a late one. And a free kick coming. Yeah, really well done there from Parker. Wrapped up his senior season, or final season in college soccer, playing at URI after starting his career at Northern Kentucky. Spoke to him earlier this season, and he's just kind of with the mentality right now of enjoying another opportunity to play during the summer. He's got his coaching business started up, or at least see him on social media. Someone that still very much plays at a good standard. And that's the beauty of what this New Haven United organization has done in their early existence. This is hit to the back post, and the header from Laura just goes wide. Well, actually, it helps talking about Jack Laura because he's someone that has played previously at the professional level, both for NYCFC 2 and the short contract at Hartford Athletic earlier this season, but New Haven seeing former pros or players that are in transitional phases in their career come in, and then players going to the next level. I mentioned Drenton DeBruna earlier, who was one of the standouts last season, and Alexi Armas, who's the captain and a fan favorite for this team last year. Doing a job for Westchester SC in USL League One, and looked at, FOP Mob a couple of nights ago with Westchester knocking off Portland Hearts of Pine by 5-1. FOP Mob said well over an 8 out of 10 rating. Someone that does a job in the center of the field. In fact, in a couple of weeks' time, Westchester SC is coming up north to play Hartford as Taleb takes it off the defender. Colo trying to recover. Oh, it's a save from Odagiri. Ali Taleb looking for his second of the night. But once again, Kai Odagiri coming to the rescue, using his feet to knock that wide of the mark. Well, Osners right now are once again living a bit dangerously here. Pretty much for everybody for New Haven in the attacking half. In fact, 7 are up for this corner. Taleb, reload to Vasic on the floor, but now Matauer behind it. Alessio short. Capillari tackled off the ball rather easily, and a chance now for the visitors to break with Silnick Pierre. Capillari does really well enough to recover the ball, not foul. And while the move in terms of the corner comes to nothing, New Haven don't see anything come their way, and Rodriguez will reset. In fact, it's another great ball into this channel that Alessio should be able to win. He's got Taleb with him. Instead, short to Hendricks. Uli into the box. Suzaki, though, cuts him off. Alessio with the ball roll, but tackled away. But again, not a good clearance as Capillari does enough to at least keep it on. Sams. Still got players forward here. Capillari has stayed on side. Has a chance to cut it across. He cannot as Colo forces behind. More waves of attack here for New Haven United. They're hunting down this second goal. Again, they know what's at stake here in this match. Get 3 points on the board. Guaranteed themselves a playoff spot. Can't get some results elsewhere. They could be top 2 with a couple of matches to go in the regular season. To the back post, a free header, and New Haven double their lead. It's a beautiful ball, and Jack Laura finds his way onto the score sheet here in the 34th minute. And certainly it's a scoreline that is well-deserved for the hosts. They've been on top since moment one, and Jack Laura getting in amongst the goals, his second of the year.
New Haven United FC goal in the 34th minute, scored by number 27, Jack Laura.
And set pieces, they'll always be your friend, and Laura, and as I mentioned, what he brings to the table with that professional mentality. He's come in to do a job this season, and he has most certainly done that job over the course of 2026. He started 6 of the matches in the regular season. Hannah has chipped in for a couple of goal contributions. And you're looking now with he and Taleb finding the back of the net already. That is 6 different players with already 2 or more goals in the regular season for New Haven. This is just the 8th game that they've played this year. The fact that there is so much scoring balance and guys who are able to score goals in bunches is giving Claudice Capillari a lot to be happy about. Silnick Pierre, though, quickly ahead with Serge Lucien. Flipped into space, and Laura will just see that out. Good press here from Osners. Maybe the worst, one of the first times that we're starting to see this from the visitors. They're playing a really high line as well as Sams. tell you what, if Alessio checks a little bit in, he's very much onside. New Haven will take it in a good area. Mara going to knock it off Colo. That's not exactly the easiest ball. And Odagiri goes down underneath the late tackle. Mara going over to check on him. There was a little bit of contact, but not a ton. However, Kai is still grasping at his left ankle. It's not what you want if you're, well, either team for that matter, but neither team bringing a reserve goalkeeper in this match. Which, to be fair, for those maybe kind of giving a peculiar look when I say that, it's not out of the ordinary for a team not to bring a reserve goalie. If you have the availability on your roster to do so, you go do so, but you're not required to. You're required to bring a 14-player minimum roster, and that's it. It looks like Kai is okay. Osners have a 5-man bench, a couple of defenders, and Glenford Gentle III, who's already bagged a goal this season. A little surprised to not see him come from the start in this one. Someone who's won the League of Clubs last year at Met Oval and also played for New York Bravehearts in the APSL. And he's on the bench to begin this game as the cross looking for Alessio. He'll claim that that was a pass of a header. It's going to be out for a goal kick. Osners have some guys in defense that can come in and shore up shop if necessary. Benedict Augustine and Widmanson Lovte. Wilson Munoz and Mohamed Cisse are the others. That's a late one and a free kick for New Haven. New Haven on the opposite side, they have a 7-man bench this evening of Andres Becerra, Maquan Aldridge, Jan Bermudez, Juan Hibero, Smith Halloran, Renford Morgan, and Jason Price. The latter three played really well on Wednesday in that match against Hartford City. Smith Halloran coming up with a goal in the second half, a really well-taken header from across from Hibero. Renford Morgan put in an absolute shift at a couple of different positions. And Jason Price, the same thing. And that game against Hartford City was one to give a few players a run out, for those that haven't gotten a lot of minutes over the course of this NPSL season, but to try and mix and match a few things. And it's a credit to the players that took the game with the correct mentality, even with going down by 2-0. For those unfamiliar, Hartford City not playing in a league this year. They're they quote it, an independent club this year, but you're playing every game like it's a league game for them. And then going down by 2 goals, you think for New Haven, okay, it's just kind of a run-out sort of match, but they took it on the chin and they kept going, and well-deserved of getting an equalizer. It's a great ball to unlock Yusuf Mohammed. He's got a couple in the area. Oh, dance with him, Yusuf. But tackled away. That could have been special there. Instead, now a chance here for a break for the visitors. Pierre, but that's kind of sums up the first half for Osners. There's a ball into space, and everyone kind of looking at each other, saying, well, it should be going there. But in fact, he hit it over there. And immediately New Haven trying to attack again. The flag comes up on Taleb. And Ali looking in disdain at the official on the far side. They'll be back over to the visitors. Five minutes left to go in this first half. Goals for Ali Taleb in the 20th minute and Jack Laura in the 34th, the latter of which coming off of a corner. Good pressing from Taleb. Mara nearly got there. Suzaki does just enough to win it back. To the channel now for Theo Sutton. Gustav Kruger able to take it down. Turns and fires, but a block from Laura. Took all the power out of it, and that's the first time we've really called the name of Gustav Kruger tonight. Native of Germany, who played at McKendree briefly last fall. just have to wonder for Osners when they do pull the trigger, down a couple goals, and get Glenford Gentle the third on. Maybe go 2 up front and try and chase. Laura, a chance to attack in space here. Areas for Alessio to chase down. Preston's got 2 to aim for in the box. Recovered well, though, from Osners.
Middle.
Suzaki. Laura reads that comfortably. Now Vasic. Alessio. Pierre able to win it. Osners, we feel like they're trying to just get themselves into the locker room. They've had good moments when in possession, mostly done the hard work defensively. And while New Haven have had a lion's share of the possession, it's just been the moments where they've been able to cash in. Obviously the set piece being one of those. If New Haven weren't thwarted 3 times by Kaya Odagiri in goal, it probably could be 3 or 4 to the good here. But again, just a 2-goal game and still a lot to be played for. That's a low ball that Laura has to clear away. Lucien. Now Pierre lost 1, couldn't get past Vasic. Now Hendricks. Taleb. Just tackled enough by Swaby to see it out for a throw. You could see a lot of gesturing and pointing and yelling from the Osners players, even in that situation. Silnik Pierre asking for players to chase with him. It was just only he that went. Oh, what a ball from Mara. Alessio's played through and he scores. That is an unbelievable ball from Guy Mara, and Preston Alessio gets his goal, and New Haven now 3 to the good here in this first half.
New Haven United FC goal scored in the 44th minute by number 11, Preston Alessio.
Well, now Preston Alessio adding his name to the list of multi-goal scorers this season. Mara once again pulling the strings, both of the assists from open play. And I think also it was he that had the goal, the assist on the corner. I'll have to double check that at halftime. It was, yeah. So it's a hat trick of assists for Mara. And this brings back what I was talking about earlier, where if you can have in a 10-game regular season in NPSL play a player with 7 goal contributions, that's exactly what you want from someone that leads the line. And there you go, Mara, and he probably has a few more assists in addition to that, but he's already at least gotten to the 7th spot, and potentially he might be one of those guys you could be looking at as the player of the season in this conference. We're only just a few more seconds here before we get to first half stoppage time. And we are now into that stoppage time. We'll wait to see what the official gives us downstairs. It's just going to be the 1 minute.
Referees indicated there will be a minimum of 1 minute of the first half stoppage time.
We're already halfway through that first minute. New Haven, again, this is a half that really you can dream upon, the way that they've started, the way that they've moved the ball from side to side. And for a team, well, actually for both teams that are playing their second match of the week, whether competitive or with friendlies mixed in there, New Haven are looking more the fresh. maybe even a chance to break for one more here, but in fact the referee with about 10 seconds left before the end of the first half blows for time. Nonetheless, an outstanding first half here for New Haven United as they lead 3-0. Goals from Ali Taleb, Jack Laura, and Preston Alessia. What we will do is we will step aside for the break. We will be back in a couple of minutes, 15 minutes in fact here, as you're watching NPSL Soccer on the New Haven United FC YouTube page.
Your score at halftime of this NPSL Northern Atlantic Conference matchup: New Haven United FC 3, Oscars FC 0.
All right, and welcome back here to Kathy Zolad Stadium on the campus of the University of New Haven. Just a few moments away from the start of the second half here between New Haven United and Osners FC. It was a hat trick of assists for Guimera and goals for New Haven's Ali Taleb, Jack Laura, and Preston Alessio. And for New Haven, who know that a win here this evening would guarantee themselves a spot in the postseason, and also maybe some help elsewhere. They may even guarantee them a spot as a top seed, a 1 or a 2 seed, which means they would guarantee to have one postseason home match. As we wait for the referee's whistle to get us back underway, there were a couple of changes, in fact 2 changes for Osners and 1 change for New Haven United. It's New Haven United who get us underway in the red jerseys. Tyler Swaby and Jolnert Marceline, who check off the field. Benedict Augustine and Wilson Munoz each enter the field. And for New Haven, Ulysses Hendricks makes way after picking up a yellow card midway through the first half. And Renford Morgan, who stood out in that friendly on Wednesday against Hartford City, he's in. And immediately it is Malik Sams who knocks that off of a defender out for a throw. And let's see if we can check in on some scores from elsewhere. First, the Santa Cruz AC Newport match. Why that match would be of importance, which we could tell you right now, Santa Cruz leads AC Newport 1-0. So Santa Cruz, which is currently still jousting for position in the third and final playoff spot, along with American Soccer Club of New York. Results there could certainly help that. New York Shockers would be the other team in consideration. And oh my goodness, well, this is interesting. Just looking now, American Soccer Club lead by 2-0 over New York Shockers. So right now, as it stands, New Haven United are in first in the North Atlantic Conference, with the Shockers and New Haven to play each other next week. New Haven have a match in hand on the Shockers as well, so New Haven may actually not even need a win in that game to guarantee a top spot if New York is not able to pull back and get 3 points, really, because New Haven have a result in hand. So the Shockers, who are already losing to losing to AC Newport 4-3 earlier this week, things could get a lot worse. However, this is the beautiful game. Anything can happen over the stretch of 45 minutes. I mean, I will be very candid in saying I'm not surprised to see American Soccer Club of New York put together a good result, but going up to Afram Sports Park and leading by 2, things are looking really good. And for New Haven, so they'd actually, with the results that are going with Santa Cruz and this one, they're guaranteed to finish top 2. And they'll be leading with the match in hand on the Shockers, which then pretty much means that New Haven need to just win one of their last 2 matches, and they'll be the number 1 seed. Those are the permutations right now for the defending conference champions. As Yusei Suzaki will switch the field. Again, it's going to be a question here for Osners, who now, in essence, have to go for it. They cannot wait around at this point. If they didn't get a result in this one, then their chances of postseason soccer the second straight year in NPSL have come to an end. I did mention earlier that their other team in the UPSL have made their 3rd consecutive UPSL playoffs. They play kind of half seasons, think like college semesters, if you will, a fall and a spring. They have been in 3 and have gotten into 3. As this ball pinged over the top, Tolbert Owusu has stayed onside. That's a nice little hold-up play to find Gustav Kruger. Kruger's shot is blocked away, and it's a corner to come. New Haven claiming for a foul earlier in the sequence. They're not going to get it. And one of the first times in this match, now the visitors a chance here to get the bodies forward. And we'll see if Osners, who, as I mentioned, they've hardly had any games over the course of the season where they have been kind of blown out of the water. It's a lot of 1 and 2 goal losses. It's a great header from Sams to clear it away. No, excuse me, that's Germano to clear it away. This is a bit of a shock to them, seeing 3 go past him, as Mason Colo trying to tee it up onto that left foot. Now Suzaki with the effort. That's blocked by Laura. And he was not phased at all on the block. Curacao or scoreless 10 minutes in. Come on, the Blue Wave. Someone has their laptop showing the Ecuador-Curacao match. Good Vibes FC, Curacao. You love to see it. Mentioned about with this Osners team running with their roots through the Haitian community in New York City. Have to be so very proud of the Haiti national team for their performances and not just sitting in and trying to play football. And they represented their country beautifully over the course of that competition. They are eliminated, but they still have one more match to go. There's a chance now for Yusuf Muhammad clipping in, but he got the cross all wrong. Obviously, this country very much buoyed by the performances in 2 consecutive matches by the U.S. men's national team, already securing their spot in the knockout rounds and winning their group with a match to go. I would never give any head coach free guidance, but no one on a yellow card should be playing in the match next week against Turkey. And probably anybody that is important, you should be resting them. I thought that's a foul, but in fact it's Malik Sams who comes off the worst of that tackle. Oh, it is a foul, I thought so. So free kick now for Serge Anthony Lucien. He's going to ask for everyone to get forward here, and as I said, why not? Got to gamble down 3 goals. This is intended for Gustav Kruger, but Rodriguez, who a week and a half ago when we last saw him, he was tested early and often against Santa Cruz. Tonight it has been very comfortable for him. Pings apart a beautiful pass to Muhammad, and he's got Preston Alessio, one of the 3 goal scorers, into the area. Alessio now with Alessio Capillari with the left. Good effort, just wide. Didn't look like Odagiru was all that fussed about it, but Alessio certainly let that one go. Had something behind it. Once again, Osner's trying to build out of the back, and New Haven happy to send everybody forward. In fact, every player out to the goalkeeper 5 yards into the attacking half. But Osner is able to play through it. Dangerous ball that Germano was late. Good advantage being played. Here is Tolbert Owusu. He's got one in the box. Played early. Cleared away by Laura. And again, more of a definition of how this night has gone for Osners. Well, they have started to create a little more over the course of the early part of the second half. I'm a little surprised that Agnaldo Germano didn't get booked after the ball went out of bounds, because that was rather late from the New Haven center back. Suzaki with the header forward. Kruger now with Tolbert Owusu. Winning that one was New Haven, but a player down behind. That's Renford Morgan. Only just briefly, though. The towering center midfielder able to get back. Again, as I said, really impressed with Renford's performance on Wednesday in that friendly against Hartford City. Did a job at a couple of different positions. The holding midfield, center half at times. When he was leading by example as he was given the armband by Claudius Capillari. He has a tackle and a throw to come for New Haven near the corner. Alessio going for the tricks and flicks, but ran that straight into touch. Excuse me, now for a goal kick. Oh, it's a heavy touch and a giveaway. Capillari, though, couldn't cash in on it. Lucien with the interception. And again, Osners, they're just playing themselves into pockets, but they play themselves out of it. And they've got numbers here. The great ball ahead. That was from Augustine. A little bit wide now, but players forward here with Pierre. That's right at the keeper. And the first save for Rodriguez. It was eventually a really well taken move by the visitors. And then almost basically started with Osners building from the back on their own end line. That's a good touch from Preston. And he's able to find Capillari. Alessio's making that run. It is returned. Alessio now to Taleb. Holds it across. Capillari. New Haven thinking to turn into prime FC Barcelona from the late 2000s with that counterattack. It almost turned it to something. New Haven now just happy to keep and possess. Suzaki clears into touch. And the tricks and the flicks and the back heels almost came off a couple of times. Good tackle from Vasic. There's nothing fancy about that. That's just a bit of old school tackling. That's a late one. Foul whistle to Benedict Augustine. Romano, chance to carry forward now. Guy Mera assisting all the goals this evening for New Haven. 2 from the run of play and 1 from a corner. That is one that will not go into the highlight reel from Jack Laura, but safety first if nothing else. Out for a line out. Wrong sport, but doesn't matter. Difficult one there for Christian to take down, but it's Agnaldo keeping him on his toes, figuratively and for a moment there, literally. New Haven again will build from the back. It does look like New Haven are going to have a change come on. It's Smith Halloran. He scored the opener on Wednesday in that 2-2 draw against Hartford City in a friendly. This will be his NPSL debut, the JMU Duke. Well recovered by Morgan. Oh, we're talking about old school. If it was Vasic for tackling, Renford going with the tucked-in look this evening. Not something that you see much anymore, but you appreciate it nonetheless. Capillari with the step overs. Beats his man.
Well done, Inez.
Penalty spot, but just ahead of it was Ali Taleb. Excuse me, I'll take that back when I said about Smith. That was his first start for the club, albeit in a friendly, but this will be his 3rd appearance off the bench. And it also looks like McQuan Aldridge is getting ready to check into the match as well. Both of those players going to get about a half hour's worth of a run out. Really the last 7 minutes have been pretty much a keep ball and possession drill for New Haven United, looking comfortable at their 3-goal lead, and also Johan Bermudez is getting ready to come into the match as well. Mohammed, the channel for Alessio. Preston does well to earn the throw, and this is where the changes are going to come here. in the 60th minute as McQuan Aldridge, Johan Bermudez, and Smith Halloran check on.
Substitutions for New Haven United FC in the 60th minute. Entering the match is number 7, McQuan Aldridge, number 12, Johan Bermudez, and number 19 in Smith Halloran. Exiting the match is number 10, Mara, number 23, Alessio Capillari, and number 9, Ali Taleb.
So it'll be Mara, Capillari, and Taleb all off. Ali getting the opener. Mara with the hat trick of assists, and Capillari did the job in the midfield. And this is unlike, say, in a professional game where you just have the handful of substitution windows. You are allowed to make all changes on the roster, and you could do so whenever, but New Haven just making the one change at halftime with Renford Morgan coming on in the place of Uli Hendricks, who picked up a yellow card. Andres Becerra, Koan Hibero, and Jason Price all yet to check in. Alessio off wide to Aldridge. Lovely little chop back, and the shot was deflected away. That was certainly traveling, and the keeper was not quite sure where that was going to end up. All the subs immediately getting in between Bermudez, Halloran, and Aldridge. Great ball ahead. The referee's going to bring this back for offside on Halloran. The visitors do have their final 3 changes if they choose to use them. Glenford Gentle, again, a little surprised that we haven't seen him enter this match. Is there for the goals as Alessio now picks it up. He's got a chance to take a shot, and it's just wide. Well, certainly not all that far off from doubling his goal total on the night. Preston Alessio just picked it up and saw that no one was coming even close to challenge him, and he said, why not me? He had the look, and immediately Bermudez wins it back. There's a player that is down. The referee's going to spot it. It is Lucien who is off. So the remaining subs that Osners have would be Glenford Gentle III, Widmison, Lute, and Mohamed Cisse. The athletic trainer has now been asked to come onto the field. The AT is now going to go work on the left leg, more specifically the left knee of Lucien, as now the referee is going to ask for everyone to come off the field. Actually working on both legs for that matter, so we hope that the man on the field and Lucien is okay. Let's see if we can get a quick check on the scores happening elsewhere in the North Atlantic Conference. Still remains 2-0 to American Soccer Club of New York against the Shockers. And Santa Cruz still lead 1-0 at home over AC Newport with about a half hour to go. Shockers only just 54 minutes on, so still a lot of time for something to happen.
Every time, bro. When you do all these ones, oh, on the pitch, you come up big. I'll think it's not cool. Your brother, bro. I get we just hanging out with tight, but bro, I'm not you, bro.
As the referee is now asked for the players to get back out into the field. I believe Lucien is still good to go. Yeah, he's there, so he's gone back over to the scorers area. So again, if this was the rules of the World Cup, the player would have to, well, be off the field for a minute, but we're just going to let him back on and replay. Alessio dancing past a pair, gets it out wide to Aldridge. Bequan onto the left, save by Odagiri. A really good chance right from the restart. Bequan Aldridge, who's already hit the back of the net for this New Haven team. Laid that back, but Bermudez didn't get it right. Puts it over the bar, but yeah, Aldridge has only played a handful of games for the club. He's already scored twice. In fact, it's 2 in the last 3. He played a part in that dramatic game against American Soccer Club of New York a few weeks ago on the 6th. This is over the top. Rodriguez, he'll deal with it. Vasic. Another ball over the top, looking for Kruger. The flag has stayed down, but well, New Haven not only able to clear their lines, they're almost putting themselves into a little more danger. And now Halloran a chance to carry forward as we see the remaining subs for New Haven getting ready to come on. That would be Becerra, Ribeiro, and Price. That's a late one from Halloran. I think he's lucky there. That's also Lucien who's gone down. But here come the changes.
Substitutions for New Haven United FC in the 66th minute. Exiting the match is number 20 Malik Sands, number 11 Preston Alessio, and number 18 Yusuf Mohammed. Entering the match is number 2 Andres Becerra, number 17 Koan Ribeiro, and number 22 Jason Price.
So now New Haven out of subs here, and it's also good to see that Lucien back up he was the one that suffered that tackle. Good stretch by Renford Morgan. That ball intended for Halloran gets cut out. But yeah, like I said, with Halloran, I think a little bit fortunate there because that was his first tackle of the evening. I think if a little bit later he'd been on the field for a little bit longer, he probably goes into the book. Jason Price on in possession now. Price logged 75 minutes in the match against Hartford City on Wednesday. But still fit enough to play another, half of this second half. A chance now for Lucien to break on the counter. The ball under hit, and Laura will play the full 90 this evening. Gets it out wide to Ribeiro, who had the assist on the first goal to Smith Halloran. A clipped ball over the top that Smith did ever so well to rise, even with the keeper coming. Took a hit, but headed it home. That's a good reverse ball, and Silnick Pierre played through. Pierre to try to pull one back, but recovered ever so well by Andres Becerra. That was a great little reverse ball from Theo Sutton to get Silnick Pierre through, and if it wasn't from Becerra, who that's his first touch of this match since coming on a minute ago. It had to be a well-timed tackle, otherwise Rodriguez would have been pressed into some sort of action. And again, even with chasing 3 goals, Osner's only committing with 3 in the box. Polo coming up makes that 4. This is hit to the back post looking for Kruger, but with no support. It's a comfortable take for Rodriguez. I mean, again, I understand it's been a very challenging season in the NPSL for Osners, but it's a little surprising at this stage. On a set piece, commit at least 5 bodies forward. Okay, I can understand New Haven have had some success on the break, but it's one that kind of difficult to take, at least from a neutral perspective. Nonetheless, New Haven did well to defend. Ribeiro now a chance to pick up and drive. Oh, that ball went all the way through as Bermudez stopped his run. But unlucky there for Johan. Bermudez, who also played in that match against Hartford City. We're the majority of the starting 11 that Coach Capillari put out in this contest that didn't see much, if any, time. The foul gets called, this time on Becerra. So Rodriguez didn't feature, Hendricks didn't feature, Bosic, Taleb Mera, Alessio, Mohamed Sams. Yeah, pretty much the entirety of the starting 11 didn't play. But well read by Aldridge. This is where, if you're New Haven, you have to think of the grand scheme of things as well. Continue to search and hunt. Right now, they're on a positive 10-goal difference. The Shockers will have to beat New Haven by at least a goal to try and wipe away the head-to-head tiebreaker. To make sure if a team isn't going to try and advance outside of just on the break, you try and go grab another one. Of course, you want to stay within your own principles. When the opportunity is there, go and attack. Bermudez now, how much acreage, or excuse me, Becerra, how much room he got to go through. Trying to get the little 1-2 from Ribeiro. Doesn't come up, but Kawan gets back with it. Tackled away by the number 16 in Munoz. Morgan. You can hear, though, the directions coming from Parker Vasic, who's now taken over the armband after Ali Taleb wore it to start. Just keeping it simple, moving it from side to side. But that ball, unlucky as Morgan was falling, that goes to feet and he stays upright. He's through. And Osner still with another 3 subs, and I don't see anybody warming down off to my right. Bermudez a chance to carry. Oh, it's well done from Johan. Can he go end line? He does. He gets a shot off, save. Good strong hand there from Otagiri once again to push that wide of the mark. Got at least a half dozen saves here this evening, and he's perhaps the sole reason why this match is still at 3-0. He has been outstanding, as now there's another player down for Osners. Imagine a little bit of cramp, perhaps. It was on the sliding attempt from Mason Colo.
I'm getting one right now.
Lost his balance and got shrugged off by Johan Bermudez. Great strength and good running there by the Sacred Heart Pioneer. Off the corner, goes to the near post, flicked across, but no one was at the back post to read it. Chance now for the visitors to break through Lucien. Good areas once again for Silnick Pierre with the keeper way off of his line. And Pierre, you don't mind the effort. With the keeper that far off, you go to goal. It's over and out for a goal kick. Well, Silnick Pierre, the lone Osners player that has shown promise going forward in this match. Couple of chances on the break for the former Real Hope FA player who played in CONCACAF club competitions before coming up to the States. Great strength by Price, and that should be a foul, and it's going to be a yellow card on Suzaki. Well, that's really well done there by Jason Price, just shrugging off the challenges and eventually wins the foul on the free kick.
The referee has issued a yellow card in the 74th minute to Osners FC number 77, Yusei Suzaki.
Go on.
Haven, though, electing not to launch it into the box and continue to play through the lines as Halloran eventually switched across, and Darrell will track it down over by the far touchline. Aldridge. This should go all the way through to Vasic. Parker's got space. Price. Morgan trying to help it on. Aldridge. That's really good strength from the number 7. Goes back now with Bermudez. Morgan tackled well by Colo. Again, he had to time it right, otherwise New Haven had multiple players in good positions. Again, Silnick Pierre, but really just trapped on an island right now with absolutely no one to play to. Lucien not able to chase that, and that goes all the way back. Just want to take a moment to thank New Haven United FC's partners over the course of the 2026 NPSL season. Torco, a trusted leader in plumbing, HVAC, kitchen, bath, and industrial supply solutions across the Northeast. Freudeming and Billings, helping students and families unlock academic success through personalized education support and learning solutions. Advanced Endodontics of New Haven, providing advanced patient-focused dental and endodontic care to communities across Connecticut. And finally, to Frank Esposito and Sons, trusted providers of industrial, commercial, and residential cleaning services throughout Connecticut. And of course, our streaming partners of MVP TV for their support throughout the course of this 2026 season. A double home match week for New Haven United. There will be one more regular season home match that will be on July the 1st. It'll be a Wednesday evening against AC Newport, the return of a home-and-home fixture. That match currently scheduled for 7 p.m. up at Reese Stadium on the campus of Yale University. But again, as the results stand right now, New Haven will guarantee themselves one playoff game at minimum in the NPSL postseason tournament. That ball hit the referee, so this will come back again. The conference playoff format in the North Atlantic Conference, a 6-team division. It is a 3-team playoff, so a semifinal between seeds 2 and 3. That'll be on Wednesday, July the 8th, with the winner of that taking on the number 1 seed on Saturday, July the 11th. And then the winner moves into what is the national quarterfinal. There's 8 conferences in the NPSL. Each conference winner goes in. We know that it will be the Mid-Atlantic, or excuse me, the Keystone Conference winner that the North Atlantic Conference winner will face. And Bermudez gets challenged around the neck, but he carries on. Referee playing the advantage. And the last I checked, it's Jackson Lions who are still bossing their way through that conference. They'll never count out Westchester United. They're the finalists in the Steinbrecher Cup, as this is ladled out into the channel. Ball served in towards Aldridge, and a handball that gets called. So unlucky from Aquan. If he's able to take that down cleanly or just take it off the body, the goal is at his mercy. And the referee tells Osner's players emphatically, the ball cannot move before you put it back into play. Pierre once again on the attack. Been the liveliest of the bunch for the visitors from New York City, but a strong tackle. And Smith Halloran able to take it. Vasic, and has just done the job this evening. His style, the metronome in the midfield, but never afraid to shy away from a tackle, and he's won a fair share of them. Reverse from Bermudez gets cut out. Price will make this. Vasic again, a good touch into space. Vasic just stretching for Aldridge, poked away. But again, it's just more attack. That was Stevens Antoine with the interception. Throw coming for New Haven. This ball served to the back post. Halloran should reach it. He does, and does ever so well to keep it on. Bermudez. This is going to be a foul on Kruger coming back at a free kick in a great area.
I need two.
And yes, even with 10 minutes left to go and New Haven leading by 3, they're going to send the big targets forward here and try to get a fourth. Why not? They have been good for it. All 3 goals coming in the first half. And they've tested Coyote Geary in goal a few times here in the second. Osner's keepers made a half dozen saves. New Haven would be good to get one more here, and Bosic has 7 to aim for in the box. Gets it all wrong, and that banks off the lacrosse shot clock and out for a goal kick. And you're wondering, why is there a clock that says 90 behind each goal? Well, that is the lacrosse shot clock, so there's no bearing in this one. Suzaki now. He's had his moments over the course of this one. You say gets tripped up. It'll be a free kick. Played at junior college, Cowley College in Kansas last year. 14 appearances for the native of Aichi, Japan. Again, space here for New Haven to attack. This time it's Ribeiro. Oh, really well done holding up by Aldridge. Advantage being played, and it's a good one. Now Becerra. Electing to keep it simple. Bosic will just restart from the back. And that just shows the maturation that New Haven have displayed here this evening. They're not going to do anything too chaotic. Keeping the ball, keep it moving safe and simple. This Osner's team, which has been pretty much fatigued since about the midway part of the first half. Only Silnick Pierre, the one that has shown promise in attacking. So here's Jason Price on a long run forward. That's a foul on Colo. Free kick. That's going to ask a lot of Ribeiro. And did he win a corner? Yeah, he did. That's really well done. Kawan not only saving, I thought he was just going to toe punt it out to be a throw-in for Osners by the corner, but actually killed it on the end line. Ended up banking it off of the defender, and now New Haven again able to send everybody forward. Goes short with Bosic. Opens up the angle for Halloran. The header is wide. That was just a simple move off of the corner. As Mason Colo has now gone down. The referee has not stopped play yet. Osners, wanted the break, and now they'll just go back home. And Mason Colo once again down on the ground, and the athletic trainer has been asked to come on. And we are given 3 other available subs for Osners. And Glenford Gentle, Edmondson, Luth, and Mohamed Cisse, but haven't seen as much as anybody even getting off the bench to get one. Meanwhile, down below, off to my right, there's a very animated conversation with Serge Lucien, Silnick Pierre, and a member of the Osners coaching staff. If there's any negative going towards Pierre, he has been the man that has really done the job almost single-handedly going forward in the attack. Lucien has certainly done a job on this near left flank. Colo continues to be treated with 6 minutes left to go in this match. Can't imagine that the referee is going to be adding on a whole lot of stoppage time. had 2 blocks of subs outside of halftime. No goals to speak of. Sure, a couple of players have been treated, but that's really been about it. So I think the referee is just going to say, 3 minutes or so, and that'll do it. Colo having to walk off the field, albeit on his own power, but still next to the athletic trainer. After this for Osners. They're going to have a home and home with AC Newport to finish the season. Also, they'll host American Soccer Club from New York on July 1st. That home match against Newport will be on Saturday the 27th, and then they'll travel to Rhode Island on Saturday, July the 4th. That'll actually be the last game of the regular season. It'll be really interesting to see for Newport specifically. They have so many matches in hand. Can they make a late surge? They're only chasing 8 points, still with 4 to go after tonight, after today. It's 2-1 to Santa Cruz right now, so they're not getting help there. And, oh, what a save by Odagieri. That ball was moving. The flag's going to come up for offside on Halloran. But boy, best player on the pitch this evening for Osners is without a shadow of a doubt their goalkeeper, and Kai Odagieri had to come a long way to get over there. American Soccer Club now lead the Shockers 4-0. That, for me, is the surprise result of the night. Not so much in American Soccer Club winning. They have the players within their squad to do it. It's just the way that they're doing it. So 4 goals to the good. And just the context of where this sets them up right now in the league. American Soccer Club, they will still be level on 3rd with Santa Cruz. If Santa Cruz is able to hold on, do those 2 teams play to finish off the season? The answer is yes. That would be next Saturday at Merrimack. So that match is pretty much going to determine who makes the postseason and who doesn't. There's a chance now for Rivera to run through, looking for Halloran. Cleared away. Ball into the corner where Sasaki is looking for any sort of options. And there'll be a goal kick. American Soccer Club won that first meeting against Santa Cruz by 2-0. Head-to-head is the first tiebreaker, and also goal difference in the head-to-head becomes key. So if Santa Cruz want to get back or get into the postseason, they'll have to win against ASCNY, win by 2 or more goals. If they win by 2, then you go to the head-to-head tiebreaker, go to the goal difference tiebreaker. But there is certainly a lot to play for if all things finish over the course of this evening's matches. American Soccer Club have now would be a +7 goal difference. Santa Cruz would be at -4, so even then it's a bit of an uphill climb for Santa Cruz. American Soccer Club, their other match outside of the game against Santa Cruz would be against Osners. So things are looking very good for ASCNY. There's another player that's down for Osners as we're coming up on the 90th minute here. That Lucien, yeah, it is, and that's not the first nor the second time that he has fallen to the turf in this half. We're in the 90th minute now. Cannot imagine that there's going to be a lot of stoppage time here. And 3 goals all coming in the first half. Ali Taleb in the 20th minute. 34th minute from Jack Laura, a header off of a corner, and then Preston Alessio in the 44th minute. All goals assisted by Guy Merda. Smith Halloran lays it off, gets the return, but too strong. And we just wait now on any indication from the 4th official. We have hit the 90th minute. New Haven win it back. This ball slotted across, and New Haven get their 4th. As Smith Halloran taps that one in, full-time whistle goes as well. It's his first goal for the team in the regular season, 2nd in a week. And New Haven wrap up a 4-0 victory at home.
New Haven United FC goal in the first minute of second half stoppage time, scored by number 19, Smith Halloran. And with that, this match is over. New Haven United FC win 4-0 over Osner FC. Fans, thank you so much for coming out and supporting local soccer and NPSL soccer here. New Haven United FC have one more home match this season. They'll be on Wednesday, July the 1st, a 7 p.m. kickoff against AC Newport. That match will be at Yale University at Reese Stadium. We hope to see you then. Make sure to stay tuned on all of our social media channels at New Haven United FC. Please drive home safely and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
All right, so that's going to do it for us, as I just had to take care of the post-match PA announcements. Again, your final score, New Haven United knocking off Osners by 4-0. The final one coming with the last kick of the game from Smith Halloran. That's going to do it for us. I'm JJ Duke saying so long. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll be back on July the 1st, a Wednesday night match over at Yale, when New Haven United FC take on AC Newport. We will see you all in a week and a half.